proposal. And again, we said before, we're going to be quite specific about this tool. It's Harrison Assessments and Talent Solutions we're going to be talking about, and we'll mention that again. It's predictive, it's work-based analytics, linked to enjoyment performance theory, its behavioral tendencies and preferences, and predicts the likely fit of somebody for a particular job role in your organisation.
Yeah, the other element as well, which why we like this one, is because it predicts behaviour based on preference and enjoyment. It also predicts behaviour under stress and emotion, which obviously, as we know in the workplace, that's becoming more and more of an issue.
Yeah.
So knowing how people are going to respond under certain conditions or situations can be just invaluable information as part of the recruitment or acquisition process, but also for your manager when you're dealing with you on a day-to-day basis.
I think it's particularly useful when we coach from an executive point of view, and the stress in the organisation on the particular role at that point in time might cause some strange behaviours. The system can show you that and the potential of those strange behaviours or unusual behaviours for the individual. So it predicts what could likely happen under stress or under pressure. So again, just as a proposal and some advice from us, one, use a predictive work-based analytic tool like the one we're going to discuss here. And just to take you back to other videos as well, we've talked about the cost of a bad hire. The cost of a bad hire. We want to avoid that. This tool gives you the predictive element to say this person is a good fit for the role which you're trying to recruit them for, to try and minimise the cost of a bad hire. And equally, the cost of a good hire, where we start talking about, well, you're bringing in somebody who seems to be a good fit for your organisation, but you want to develop them as well. So the predictive element of where they want to go, the talent in your business, a high potential, this tool can be used for that, to look at where likely they could fit in the future and what type of development and coaching they may need to be retained and engaged in the business. So it can be used to help you with the acquisition, succession planning, improvement, development, coaching, retention, engagement of your people and talent. So at the end of the day, we know what you want, and we try to get this for clients. We want the right people in the right seats on the bus, but performing as well. And that's where the enjoyment performance is really important. Yeah, right person in the right seat, but they enjoy it as well, because if they enjoy it, they will perform.
And it allows you to understand the individuals in terms of their preferences and how to communicate with them, what type of authority expectations. And we've covered in one of our other videos and articles about retention and engagement and focusing on the employee expectations. And this is where this can really help to make that match and be aligned with the business objectives and the employee motivators and expectations.
And just as a point, as we were discussing there, we did say this is sophisticated yet simple. Okay, now it might sound at this point in time, oh my goodness, it's doing all those things, so how many different questionnaires do I have to fill in to get all those analytics and get all those different reports? It's one questionnaire. Once your behavioural blueprint is captured, then it's a case of just matching that against the various types of reports. There's a raw data in there, which is all the traits you measured against, all the traits in the system in one questionnaire. That then can be sliced and diced into different types of reports.
The other sophistication as well is the fact that it's measuring 175 potential success factors. So if you're thinking of traits and definitions and factors, there's 175 factors being measured, whereas a lot of assessments, they're measuring, it might be 4, maybe 16, but this one, in terms of the sophistication, it's considering so many more factors than most assessments.
Okay. So just to recap before we go into the call to action, if you want to turbo boost your talent management strategy, we're recommending this particular system. It's sophisticated and yet simple in its use. Okay. This is not looking at personality, it's looking at behavioral tendencies and preferences. And why? Because they are malleable and can be changed. It's got a predictive element to that, so it predicts how a person is going to perform in a particular job role based on enjoyment performance theory. And it does help with all elements of acquisition, succession planning, improvement, and retention engagement. So it's covering the full talent management life cycle or strategy. So just to give you something to take away here, what we promote is talent management, and our particular take on that is called Aspire. And why we do that, because we're simple folks, okay, and we want a simple way to communicate this to clients. We see talent management as acquisition, succession planning, improvements, and retention and engagement. And it forms the word Aspire. So Aspire is our brand of talent management. And what we look to deliver to you and to the client, the power to make confident people choices. And this particular tool gives us the chance to do that, to support that claim and to turbo boost any talent management strategy. So the system of choice is Harrison Assessment and Talent Solutions.